quick question. The you reading this sentence right now, the one sitting there, blinking, breathing, thinking these exact thoughts, that version of you is already gone. Not dramatically gone, not scary movie gone, just quietly, constantly gone, replaced by a slightly newer version of you, over and over every single fraction of a second, forever. And the wildest part is you will never, ever be able to catch up to the actual present moment. Not once. Not for your entire life. Hi, I'm Potato, and today we're diving into one of the strangest ideas hiding inside basic physics and neuroscience, the idea that there is no such thing as right now, not really, not for you, and not for anyone, anywhere in the universe. If that thought just made your brain do a tiny double take, go ahead and hit subscribe because we've got a lot more reality-bending stuff like this coming. Okay, let's get into it. Let's start small, with your own body, because this is where the delay begins. Right now, as you look at the screen, you feel like you're seeing things exactly as they happen, in perfect real time. Your eyes see it, your brain processes it, done, instantly, no gap at all. Except that's not actually what's happening. Light hits your eyes, sure, and that part really is close to instant, since light travels unbelievably fast. But your eyes don't send raw light straight to your brain like a live camera feed. They convert that light into electrical and chemical signals, and those signals have to physically travel down your optic nerve, through several relay stations in your brain, before your visual cortex finally assembles them into the picture you consciously perceive as seeing. That entire process takes time. Not a huge amount, somewhere in the ballpark of 1/10 of a second for visual information, depending on the complexity of what you're looking at and how your particular brain is wired. Other senses have their own delays too, some faster, some slower, which means the moment you experience as right now is never actually right now. It's always a slightly stale recording, a tiny replay of something that already happened a fraction of a second ago, dressed up by your brain to feel perfectly live and current. Here's where it gets stranger. Your brain doesn't just tolerate this delay, it actively hides it from you. Neuroscientists have found that your brain constantly stitches together information from your eyes, ears, and other senses, timing them to feel synchronized, even though they're arriving on completely different schedules. It's essentially editing reality in post-production before handing you the final cut, and it does this so seamlessly that you never notice the seams. You feel like you're experiencing the world live. You are actually experiencing a carefully assembled highlight reel of the extremely recent past, updated so continuously that the illusion of now never breaks. So already, before we even leave your own skull, the present moment you think you're living in has already ended by the time you notice it. But this is just the beginning, because things get exponentially weirder once we zoom out from your brain to the entire universe. Let's talk about light and distance for a second, because this is where things stop being a minor biological quirk and start becoming a fundamental feature of reality itself. Light travels incredibly fast, about 300,000 kilometers every single second, but it's not infinitely fast. It still takes time to travel any distance at all. Light from the sun takes about 8 minutes to reach Earth, which means every single time you look up and see sunlight, you're seeing the sun as it looked 8 minutes ago, not as it looks right this second. If the sun somehow vanished instantly, you wouldn't know for a full 8 minutes, because the last light it ever emitted would still be finishing its journey toward your eyes. Now stretch that idea further. Stars in the night sky are so far away that their light can take years, centuries, even thousands of years to reach us. When you look at a distant star, you're not seeing what that star looks like today. You're seeing an old photograph, a fossil of light, showing you what it looked like whenever that particular beam left its surface, possibly long before human civilization even existed. For all you know, some of those stars might have already died, already exploded into a supernova, and you're still watching their calm, steady old light traveling peacefully toward you, completely unaware anything happened. Here's the part that turns this from kind of neat into genuinely mind-bending. Physicists have discovered that there isn't just a delay between events, and when you perceive them, there's actually no single agreed-upon now that exists for the entire universe at once. This comes from Einstein's theory of relativity, specifically something called the relativity of simultaneity. Here's the basic idea using a simplified version of a famous thought experiment. Imagine two events happening far apart from each other, say one lightning bolt striking on the left side of a train track, and another lightning bolt striking on the right side, at what seems like the exact same moment to someone standing perfectly still between them. To that stationary observer, both flashes happen simultaneously, no debate about it. But now imagine a second observer moving quickly on a train that passes right through that same spot at the exact moment the lightning strikes. Because that observer is moving toward one flash and away from the other, the light from those two flashes doesn't reach them at the same instant. From their perspective, one lightning bolt genuinely happened before the other. Not because their eyes or brain were playing tricks. Not because of any measurement error. According to the actual physics involved, both observers are correct simultaneously. For the person standing still, the events were simultaneous. For the person moving on the train, they weren't. There is no way to determine which observer has the real, true objective now. They both do equally, and their versions genuinely disagree. This means simultaneity itself, the very idea of two things happening at the same time, isn't a fixed, universal fact built into the fabric of reality. It depends entirely on how fast you're moving and from where you're observing events. Two people can experience the same series of events in a genuinely different order, and physics says neither one of them is wrong. There is no cosmic referee sitting somewhere outside the universe holding the official, correct version of now that everyone else's experience is secretly being measured against. Every observer's now is real, valid, and specific to them alone. So let's zoom back out and put this all together. Inside your own head, the present moment you experience is already a slightly delayed reconstruction, stitched together after the fact by your brain, hiding its own lag from you at every waking second. Stretch outward across space, and every star, every galaxy, every distant object you can see is only ever showing you its ancient past, sometimes staggeringly ancient, light that left its source long before you were even born. And zoom out even further into the underlying physics of the universe itself, and it turns out the very concept of right now, a single shared present moment for everyone everywhere, doesn't actually exist as a universal fact at all. It's relative, personal, different for every observer moving at a different speed. Put simply, there is no version of you that has ever truly existed in the present. There's only ever been a rapid, seamless sequence of very recent pasts, reconstructed by your brain quickly enough to feel like right now, layered on top of a universe where right now was never even a real, agreed-upon thing to begin with. Kind of wild, honestly, that something as basic and obvious feeling as the current moment turns out to be one of the slipperiest, least real concepts in all of physics, once you actually start pulling on the thread. Thanks for hanging out with me today. If your brain enjoyed getting gently unraveled by this one, stick around, because the universe has plenty more reality-bending surprises like this hiding behind things you've never once thought to question. I'll see you in the next video.